was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Berrios now from his end zone. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 27.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson up past the 30. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Here's Wilson. And he finds Corey Davis. And he goes down at the 26. He'll pick up a 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Brady's throw there complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown!
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead.
Brady will look to throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Corey Davis, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Succop's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what... rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
Well, now how about this return? And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Open man here is Conklin. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brady now to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Brady. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Brady going to throw.
He's got Otten.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Brady to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Easy.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Berrios now from his end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now Wilson on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Jets have recovered. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Russell Gage, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now Brady.
And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fournette, a 1st down carry.
And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brady now on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Giving a yard down to the 43. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And brought down, but not stop before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One receiver to the left is Evans. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Fournette running out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point?